Ladies and bottoms, this is a SkinnyFatTwink show where being messy is not a crime. It's a requirement. All right, ladies and bottoms, it's about to get messy up in this thing because it's time for another edition of GBAM! Gay Court. Who is in the gay court hot seat today? Let me tell you who's in the gay court hot seat today. My grocery store boyfriend, his name is Raul. Raul, do you think I changed your name for the podcast, for the show? Absolutely not, because I am not changing names to protect the innocent. This, my friend, is gay court. So here's the backstory on Raul. This is why we're looking into this on Gay Court today. I have been going into this store for 2 years. 2 years of light, subtle, some may say subtle flirting from this checker Raul. Now, these days, he's not so much a checker. Sometimes he's in the back. But nevertheless, we are checking in on Gay Court to find out, is Raul guilty of 2 years flirtation with not a single, not a nothing, zero follow through? Only one way to find out. So here's my side of the story. And Raul, I wish you would have followed me on Instagram on a non-burner account so you could have given your side of the story, but you didn't. So here we are. My side of the story, I have been going into the store, like I said, for about 2 years. Every time I go through this man's line, he cracks that smile, just the little subtle smile. Now, the question, of course, in my mind, is this flirting smile or is this customer service smile? I think, could be wrong here, I think that the reason he now works more in the back is because he's not overly chatty. He is not a chatty Cathy, as some would say, not a chatty gal. But I will say, when I would go through his line, he would crack that little smile and I could generally get him to laugh a little bit. But the thing is that when he would laugh, it would be more so along the lines of like, I'm a little uncomfortable because I have a crush on you type laugh. You know what I'm talking about? Like he didn't want to like laugh too hard. He'd look weird. Raul, I get it. No worries. You know, apparently you can't tell if I'm into you either, perhaps. But I go through these lines and I'm always just standing there at the checkout stand. I'm like, do I need to buy alcohol so he can look at my ID and memorize my full name and then look me up on Facebook like some boomer? He hasn't taken the bait. Or maybe he has, and I just don't know about it. So here's the courtroom evidence on this episode of Gay Court. This smile, this tiny crack of a smile. Is the flirtation real? Or is this just customer service flirtation? Exhibit B, the tone. When I say something funny, I don't think this man is overly social. So when he does talk, I get a hi. It's a cute little hi. Hi. He's like a little mouse voice. He doesn't look like a mouse. I don't think he eats cheese like a mouse. His name's not Stuart Little like a mouse. He's got a little hi. Like a, hi, I'm safe to talk to. I'm gay also. That's Exhibit B. Exhibit C is the history. And you can't argue the history. 2 years. 2 years of this back and forth game. Is he into me? Is he not into me? Is he gay? Is he not gay? Is he straight? I don't know. Here's the deal. If this store, I'm going to throw him under the bus. It's Smart and Final. If this store had reward points for emotional damage on my end, I would be platinum. And not just platinum gay. Because I've touched a vagina. It's horrifying. I would be platinum. I'd probably be getting my carne asada half off. So you know what I had to take to my story? I asked the question, is this man guilty? Is he flirting with no intent? Or is he just using his customer service? Little flirt. Is this man straight? Is he gay? Is he bisexual? Is he too shy? This is what y'all's had to say from Matt K. This is fucking brilliant, by the way. Matt K says, ask him a question only a gay guy can answer. I'm a homosexual myself, as you might be able to tell. I didn't think of this. So I went into that store and I asked the question, who's your favorite Spice Girl? In his little mousy voice, he said, Posh. Oh, Posh Spice. If you know, you know, Posh Spice. That was from Matt K. Gilbert says, this is a good one. He says, he's probably waiting for you to make the first move since he's at work. Good point. He says, and knowing you, make me feel like a lady. He says, knowing you, he probably follows you on Instagram with a burner account, which totally makes sense because I tried to find him on social media and I could not. This man is hard to find. Maybe it's because I wasn't using the accent over the U. I don't know. I couldn't find this man. So maybe he is on a burner account and I just don't know it. That was from Gilbert. Teresa says, this answer is more sinister. She says, if he wanted to, he would. I'm like, okay, Mel B. Come on, Teresa. Your name is not Mel B. If he wanted to, he would. Chloe says, he's straight and you're projecting. I don't think so, Chloe. I disagree. I think you might be right, Chloe, for all I know. And this one was my favorite. This came from a burner account, so I don't have a name on it because their name was like J268, comma, exclamation point, exclamation point. That's probably their password. Said, you're in a situationship with your grocery list, not Raul. Maybe true, Mr. Exclamation point. But Your Honor, what if he's just shy? What if he doesn't want to make the first move because he's at work? He double bags my lettuce like it's delicate and you can't fake produce packing affection. That's true love. Well, too bad. Too bad for my thoughts and opinions on this episode of Gay Court because the people have spoken. The people say that this is a great ruling for me. Raul the Checker is guilty of romantic delusion in the second degree. Yeah. Oh, bam! Imaginary hammer on Gay Court. So, Raul, here's what's up. Your sentence is to shoot your shot. Next time I go through your grocery store line, if you don't ask me to dinner, I know that it was never meant to be, which is devastating to me. And I'm going to have to switch back to shopping at Trader Joe's, which isn't really actually that bad because they have very delicious, healthful frozen meals. But what you don't understand, Raul, the Checker, I wanted you to be my healthful, delicious frozen meal. Oh, God. Whew. Oh. Gay Court dismissed. Kabam. Oh, man. Okay, this is going to be my new favorite segment. My favorite segment used to be A Little Gay or Hella Gay, which we're getting to in just a second. This is Viewer Sub. As you may know, many of our viewers are sub. This is a viewer submission question. I get a lot of fucking weird DMs. Let me start it off with that. This is a viewer submission question that I got earlier in the week, and I didn't listen to it yet because I knew it was going to be juicy because they sent the voice message and then they asked a question after it. I know this is going to be juicy. So this viewer submission is from Cambria. This is what Cambria had to ask.
Question. Do you think the person who invented eating ass wanted to eat ass or wanted their ass ate?
Whew. That's my smoker laugh. Or my Muttley laugh. Cambria, oh my God. Cambria, you naughty, naughty girl. You want a real answer on this one? Who do I think invented eating ass? The person giving or the person receiving? Okay, I think I've got it. Cambria, this is what I think. You ready for this, girl? I think it depends when eating ass was invented. And let me explain. If eating ass was invented in 2025, we have sufficient showering. So some not sick, everybody eats ass. Some very normal human being would be like, I want to eat your ass. Something about it speaking to me. If I can eat the cooch, I can eat the ass. In that case, I would say it really could go either way. But because eating ass was invented a long time ago, and you can't tell me people in the Dark Ages weren't eating a little ass. You can't tell me, okay, the rats got blamed for the Black Plague and probably the potato famine too. Real talk, you know what was the real cause? Eating ass. Yeah, eating ass was the cause of the Black Plague. So I'm gonna go on a limb, Cambria, and answer your question and say the person who invented eating ass wanted their ass ate. No question about it. Because in those times, in the medieval Dark Age times, are you going to risk your life to eat somebody's ass? Probably not. I mean, a lot of people risk their lives to eat ass now, but that's different. We have antibiotics. Back then, when you're like, oh, do 3 hopscotch jumping jacks and then ask the wizard if you can continue to live to the ripe age of 27 and a half. No, I don't think that anybody is risking their life like that to eat ass. 1,001,025 BC%. The person who invented eating ass wanted their ass ate. This has been viewer submission. Thank you, Cambria, for that pretty fucking disgusting question, but I love you. I love you, Cambria. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, it's time for my former favorite topic, but still a good one. Time to find out if he's a little gay or hella gay. Trying to find out if our man's in question today's got a little rainbow sprinkle, or if he's doing full-on rainbow frosting on that wedding cake. Time to find out if he's a little gay or hella gay. So our man's in question this week, Miguel. Miguel, I dated one of you once. I dated a Miguel. So if this is you lurking in my comment section, kind of like how most of my exes and situationships lurk in my story views, I'd be very disappointed in you, Miguel. But I'm going to go on a limb and say that you're not that Miguel. So we can start with a fresh start here. So here's what Miguel's got to say. And this one is spicy. It's a little spicy. Miguel works at the gym. He works at the James. It's the James to me. It's formal because I haven't been in a while. Once I start going again, it'll become the gym again, informal. Miguel works at the James, and apparently there's a trainer there that he's got some spicy thoughts about. Oh, Miguel, I love these spicy thoughts. Miguel's issue, and I can't blame this man, is that the trainer is a former D1 football player. Oh, shit. Whew. He says he's a very chill guy. D1 athlete, but the nicest guy you'd ever meet. Oh, Miguel. I don't even care if you're gay or not at this point. Marry this man. He's a former D1 athlete, super chill. They talk about music. They talk about pre-workout drinks, getting jacked, yeah, on the pre-workout. Things heated up. Apparently heated up the other day when Barreau, our former D1 athlete at the gym, the trainer tried to teach Miguel the proper way to spot. Have you ever spotted for somebody you're in love with and you're like, or even better if they spot for you. And you just like have your face in their fucking dick. Can we say fucking dick on this show? Sure. Okay. You have your face in their fucking dick and you're like, don't tell anybody. It was the other way around. So the trainers tried to teach Miguel how to properly spot. Miguel wasn't spotting correctly. Trainer grabs his shoulder and moves it, and that is when bing, lightning goes off in Miguel's brain. Full 4-alarm chili meltdown for Miguel. He's been having thoughts about this man. Went home, started stalking him on Instagram, the whole thing, thinking a little probably naughty thoughts while looking at the Instagram posts, because you know our man, the D1 athlete, has hella thirst traps on that Instagram account. Miguel, I cannot blame you in the least. But here's the worst part. Miguel says if this man, this D1 athlete, invited him out for a post-workout smoothie, he would probably shave his chest. What? Miguel was getting spicy up in this thing. So to answer your question, are you a little gay or hella gay? Here's my synopsis for right now, Miguel. I have to say, I think you're a little gay. Scratch that. I think you're hella gay. I had to think about it 2 seconds longer. Miguel, I think you're hella gay, and here is why. If this man touching you gave you an electroshock of love, that's normal. And I would ask you the question, how much physical affection have you been getting lately? If it's not much, then yeah, that's going to happen. Like sometimes my friend will like massage my shoulder. I'm like, oh, it's the affection you haven't been getting. That's normal. The banter's good. The conversation's great. Those are the same thing, but somehow in your mind, they're two separate, amazing experiences. That would make you a little gay. But because you said that you would shave your chest for a smoothie date, Miguel, oh, put out the fire. That makes you hella gay. But here's what I want you to do, Miguel. I want you to ask this man's out on a date and report back with how you feel. Because if you ask him on a date and the date doesn't do much for you, that initial thrill, the toxic addiction isn't there, then I'll demote you to a little gay. But for right now, Miguel, you are hella gay, and that's okay. Oh, man, ladies and bottoms, this has been the SkinnyFatTwink Show. If you liked what you saw, you laughed along, you want to keep up on if Miguel's a little gay or hella gay, I guess in this case, if he's hella gay or a little gay, make sure to smash that, you gotta smash it. Smash that subscribe button, like the video, leave a hate comment. I don't care. I'm just trying to get engagement over here. Our last show got 17 views on YouTube. Anyway, I would love it if you subscribed. A quick shout out to everybody watching. So to Tara in Canada, as always, thank you so much. Miguel, bro, you're hella gay. But, you know, we'll check back in and I'll update it. Maybe I'll demote you to a little gay. To Raul, watching on his burner account. And, my friend, for you, thank you so much for watching. This is the SkinnyFatTwink Show. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll talk next week. SkinnyFatTwink Show. Holla! Zoit! Zazabao! Scabado poop the bow! Humala baby, la zibala baby, la humala baby, la zibala.